Hello everyone, Strawberry here. I doing a review about the Odd Mod Couple. And the title of this episode was, when I first heard about it, it was something, well, I kind of felt odd. I mean, an episode based on Mod Pie, well, it wasn't a bad idea to see how her character can develop even more, since she is a sister to Pinkie Pie, and to see them both interact with each other was something, well, previous very good. And the previous episodes when Mighty Maud was part of it. And in this episode, we see that at the first in the beginning of the episode, that she in a part of a community comedy club. I can't even understand. Well, if I have to say this, I feel for the other ponies in the audience that they didn't understand her comedy, which is opposite from Pinkie Pie, of course. But seeing Pinkie that the only one of the ponies there to laughing about her, about this, what she said. From all this episode, what can I say except, well, from the previous Maud Pie episodes, except for the first one she appeared in when she came to Ponyville for a visit to her sister before she went to school. To see that how much Pinkie tried and over to make that her friends to like her sister. And from what I can say from Maud's characters itself, or her personality, even if she doesn't seem to laughing much and or happy, but she seems almost like she is emotionless pony. But she has the same emotions, but she doesn't show that as the others are. But I think the Maud is, well, I don't think she's a bad character, but she is, well, probably one of my, let's say, 20 favorite ponies of those so far. But seeing her as her character is developing even further over the last past season she has been part of it. But even then to see that Pinkie had been asking Maud if they could spend some time, but since Maud is always has been so busy over time. And then she found out the next day that Maud has a boyfriend. And Pinkie was so surprised to hear that Maud has her special sound pony also now. But she didn't expect to see which of the ponies she is her boyfriend. When she was at the other bakery to find, she actually met her boyfriend in the line at that bakery. I mean, it was even to see him, to see his character is very much wow. It is something that I didn't expect to see from it. And from part of that episode itself, it is wow. That her boyfriend's name, Mud Briar, I didn't much sell. That Maud's boyfriend is similar like to her, similar personality. They were actually meant for each other, but then Pinkie hears from that Maud doesn't like parties, and that most of the things that Pinkie likes, her sister's boyfriend doesn't like it. She thinks, well, she actually challenging her Maud's boyfriend, which she can't even stand. And I can, from a personal experience, I can understand how Pinkie feels like. I had someone someone I know who has a boyfriend which I personally don't even can stand. he's a kind of good guy, but most of the things he can't even stand him. So from that experience, I know how that feels for Pinky. She tries to over and over to make that her boyfriend, Maud's boyfriend, Maud Breyer, can even like her. But since they have opposite personalities, Pinky tries over and over, and she thinks that most of it. I mean, from this episode itself, that Pinky tries over and over to make her sister's boyfriend, to like her. And even if they work together, try to make this work, but seems they almost like for nothingness. Even as soon as it's Maud's birthday, and Pinky wants to make it a birthday surprise for her. But since she found out that she doesn't like even have parties, that even breaks her even more. Even that Pinky tried to make a friend with Maud Breyer, even to bring her to her party office, let's say, under beneath Sugarcup Corner, tried to explain to him about her business, that she loves parties, and she tried to make this best for other opponents. But for Maud, always. I mean, to see that Maud has a boyfriend, and especially Maud Breyer, it was wow. Even that Maud Breyer is how will I put it as the character? I don't know, but he was similar design, almost similar to Stygian in season 7 final. But they were also like the similar, kinda. But since Maud Breyer and Maud had the same personality, they were meant for each other. It's perfect for each other. Even to the end, Pinky was almost giving up her hope to be friends with Maud Breyer, just to make Maud happy. Even then, they tried over and over, but they managed to gain. From the end of the episode itself, they managed to bring Start to be friends. Even they wanted to first, they didn't. Even Pinky wanted to try it earlier in the episode, trying to be friends with, to at least understand Maud Breyer. But I can understand from Pinky's point of view that how could she, even her sister Stan, be with someone like him that who is almost like this? Even they have the same personality, but also different views of other things. So I can understand from Pinky's point of view that she doesn't think that she would try to challenge her sister, that her boyfriend could like her. Even they had their argument, not arguments, but their talks over time through the episode. What else can I say from Pinky's point of view? Well, I can't understand how Pinky feels. Personally, I do. Since that happens a lot in the real life personality, in the real life as well. There are sometimes it can happen in here in the real life as well. But to see them as a couple, as Maud and Maud Breyer, it was beyond I could even thought about. And at first I thought maybe that Maud would even had a boyfriend before. I thought she was too emotionless to even consider to have a boyfriend. That no other stallions would even consider to be with her. But since the staff managed to bring in another character like her as a stallion, it was very much good thought about this and to have something that for her. Since Pinky could be paired with Cheat Sandwich, for example. So why wouldn't even they bring a boyfriend for Maud? Why couldn't it be another a stallion, a similar personality like her own? So that is a good thought, and it's a very good touching for herself. And to the end of the episode, to see that Maud was on a hill with Mudbriar and Pinky looking down on the secret party for a birthday party. Even though she didn't like the party, but they had managed to save the party to have a car out of Mud, so she could literally be in two places at the same time. So from in this episode, well, it was good enough, but I don't know. Even there was some part of this episode was great and some not so great moments, but at the same time, this episode was very much thought. I I was doubtful from ever that Maud would ever find her special someone. At, at some point, I thought maybe that she would fall in love with either Starlight Glimmer. But it is at some point that I thought either she fall for Starlight or even some other Ponyville, but and in fact that she found Mudbriar. It was well, at least the staff for this episode, the writers, made this possible actually work. And from all my personal experience about this, and from point of view from Pinky, I thought this episode was, well, if I had to give this a rating, I would put a B plus. It's really actually a quite good episode. I can even watch this over and over and over. And it was actually that good, and it has this comedy in as well, so I think the writers have made a great opportunity to make that as mod characters to develop, even evolve even further over the next few seasons you have been part of. So, and this is always everyone, this is SwishW over and out.